Imagine stepping onto a movie set where cameras are rolling, but no one has a script. The actors are bumping into each other, props are falling over, and the lighting is just a flat, confusing glare. You'd probably walk out after a few minutes. Without a plan, even the most expensive production turns into a mess that's impossible to follow. We often try to build graphics the same way. We throw a few shapes and some text onto a page based on a hunch, hoping the audience will just figure out what matters. To bring order to that chaos, you need the visual version of a director's script. We call this design theory. Understanding these rules helps you stop decorating by accident and start communicating with intent. It's the hidden psychology guiding every professional choice, from massive billboards to the smallest app icon. Let's clear the stage and start with a blank slate. To build our scene, we first need to identify our raw materials, the actors and props of the visual world. These shapes and lines are your building blocks. Shapes provide physical structure, while lines act like a floor plan. By connecting elements, they coax the eye to travel exactly where you want it to go. Even your letters play a role. Notice how these characters have tiny decorative feet. They speak with a traditional, formal voice. But these letters use clean, blunt edges, feeling much more modern and direct. These pieces are essential, but a pile of props doesn't make a movie. To get the audience to care, you have to know how to direct them. If every actor on stage shouts their lines at the same time, you can't hear a single word. Layouts fail the same way, when every shape and sentence screams for your attention at once. Contrast solves this by acting like a visual spotlight. Illuminating just one specific item tells the audience where to look. You reinforce focus through size, establishing a clear order of importance. Notice how you can't help but look at that massive, bright shape before your eyes wander to the smaller details. We naturally anchor on the loudest signal first, allowing a designer to control the exact order in which you process information. When you establish this kind of clear hierarchy, you prevent the viewer from feeling overwhelmed. You've made it effortless for them to follow the story you're telling. Even with a clear focus, a layout can still feel wrong. If everything is crammed into one corner, it creates a subtle sense of weight, making the whole scene feel lopsided. We fix that by distributing the visual weight. When elements are balanced, the design feels stable. Sometimes the most powerful thing is leaving parts of the stage completely empty. This breathing room isolates your subject. Color then sets the final mood. A soft blue signals trust, while sharp red creates immediate energy. These invisible choices, breathing room, balance, and color, dictate how a person feels about a design before they've even read a single word. The final step is framing. By placing our subject slightly off-center, we make the composition feel more dynamic and alive. As the grid appears, this grid helps us do that by marking the rule of thirds. By aligning our most important pieces with these intersecting lines, we create a layout that feels balanced but never stiff. As the focus moves, in Van Gogh's The Starry Night, you can see the script in action. The dark tree and the bright moon sit right on those vertical lines, guiding your eye across the canvas long before the era of digital design. But look what happens when we strip away the theatrical metaphor. As the stage collapses, all that depth and drama compresses into a simple, flat rectangle. This mobile app layout is built on the exact same framework. The lead actor has become the main headline, and the spotlight is now a contrasting "Buy Now" button. Even the empty zones on the stage have become the clean margins that make this screen so easy to navigate. Whether you are painting a masterpiece or designing an app for a phone, good design is never an accident. It is the intentional directing of human attention.